Everyone. So today I would like to explain about chapter 21 entitled Speaking from the Practice of English Language Teaching Book by Jeremy Harmer. And let's get started. Spoken language. Helping students perform competently in spoken English is one of our main goals. This will involve helping them to understand how spoken English functions. The first is about spoken English grammar. Spoken English has a grammar which marks it out as different from its written equivalently. Uh, for example, instead of asking a full grammatical question such as, would you like some coffee? We often just say, coffee? Such ellipsis is a common feature of speech. And then lexical phrases and agency pairs. We know that the ability to use lexical phrases is an important component of fluent speech. Moreover, many functional exchange work well because they follow a set patterns. One such pattern is the agency pairs. If we say, do you fancy coffee? The agency pair is either yes, please, or no, thank you. And then conversational strategies. We need to help our students to be able to use phrases such as would you mind repeating that, or I don't quite understand what you mean by that. And students need to be able to use repair strategies. For example, if they don't know a word, they can say it's kind of blah blah blah, or what's the word, the thing you play a guitar with, and etc. And then listenership. To be good listener, students need to show that they are paying attention and helping the conversation forward. They can do this with body movements, eye contact, and short phrases such as, yes, really, I see what you mean, and many more examples. And then reluctant students. When trying to speak a foreign language, most people can be placed somewhere on a client between desire and fear. This is several ways to make the students feel good about speaking. The first, making students feel relaxed. Because students do something feel anxious about speaking, we will do our best to create a relaxing environment when we ask them to speak. And then matching level and task. It is especially important with speaking activities to set tasks at a level that the students are comfortable with. And using pair work and group work. This can be quite intimidating for some learners and tends to favor the more confident students. And then preparation. Students too will perform much better if they have the chance to think about what they are going to say and how to say it. And then including fluency activities. A different way of making our students feel more relaxed about speaking is to include quick instant fluency activities in every lesson. If we do this, the students soon get used to them and gradually start to feel more confident about speaking. And then speaking activity types. There are a number of widely used categories of a speaking activity. The acting from script, we have play scripts and dialogues, and play scripts is important that when students are working on plays all play scripts, they should treat it as a real acting. And then in communicative games, we have information kept games and television and radio games. Information kept games is about many games depend on an information kept. For example, one student has to talk a partner in order to solve a puzzle. And then in the discussion, we have bus groups or brainstorming, also formal debates, unplanned discussion, and also reaching consensus. And then prepare talks and presentation. One important kind of activities is the prepared talk, where the students make a presentation on a topic of their own choice. For students to benefit from doing oral presentation, we need to invest some time in the procedures and process they are involved in. And in the first place, we need to give them time to prepare their talks. We can encourage the students to record the first version of their presentation and transcribe them so that they can improve them before delivering them. We need to be able to help our students with the multimedia elements of their presentations if they wish to use them. We should allow time for the students to discuss with us and which is each other what kind of media will be appropriate for them to use. And then questionnaires. Questionnaires are useful because by being unplanned, they ensure that both the questionnaire and the respondent have something to say each other. The students can design questionnaires on any topic that is appropriate. As they do so, the teacher can act as a resource, helping them in the design process. And many students directly benefit from simulation and role play. Students may simulate a real life encounter, such as a business meeting, an interview, or a conversation in an airplane cabin, a hotel foyer, and etc., as if they were doing so in the real world. And then uh, storytelling. Storytelling is a vital part of any language user's ability, and in other words, and it is extremely useful for language learners. And then speaking practice. And this activity taken from CARE 2014, and activities ask the students to translate in and out of the L1 or the native language, and L2. L2 is a target language. It is great fun and forces them to think carefully about what they are saying. It is an activity that only works for a class where all the students share a language other than English, whether or not it is their first language. The teacher doesn't necessarily have to speak the students. And then making a recording. Filming a scene involves discussion about acting and direction and a close focus on the text in question. Despite possible problems of logistic and time, the results can be extremely satisfying, and the activity itself highly motivating. And there is always a chance that if and when the students post their videos online, they will go viral. Because filming usually involves one camera operator and may be confined to one narrator and one overall director, there is a danger that some students may get left out of the video making process. So there are several ways of avoiding this. The first is group work. If more than one video camera is available, we can divide a class into groups. And then process. We can ensure participation in the decision-making process by insisting that no roles such as actor, camera operator, director, and etc. should be chosen until the last moment. And then assigning a role. We can assign a number of different roles as there are in a real film crew. Okay, so that's all about chapter 21 about speaking. Thank you for your attention and see you.